Alright guys, we got another Madden 21 video coming your way today. It's a good one. It's going to be, what if Kirk Cousins was on the San Francisco 49ers? There's been reports, there's been rumors, there's been all this talk about Kirk Cousins reuniting with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan wanting Kirk Cousins with him in San Francisco in that system that Kirk thrived on a few years ago in Washington. We're going to run through one season of franchise on Madden 21 here. What would Kirk's stats look like? What would their season look like? Would they make the playoffs? Would they miss the playoffs? Would they make the Super Bowl? Who knows? But we're going to find out today on Madden 21. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It'd mean the world to us. Click that red button to subscribe to our channel. Also turn on that bell for notifications. Alright guys, as you can see, we are in franchise mode. Kirk Cousins is on the San Francisco 49ers. As you can see, Kyle Shanahan making the trade right now. Alright, he's got Kirk Cousins as his quarterback now. Back with him. Got what he wants. Let's see how the first 4 games of the season goes, so we can take a look at what their record looks like, what Kirk Cousins' stats look like, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, as you can see, 4 games for the season, San Francisco is 3-1. Alright, they were 6-10 last year. They're already halfway to their total wins from last year. They're 3-1 right now, quarter of the way through the season. Let's hop in and take a look at Kirk's stats so far. Alright, as you can see, Kirk Cousins is not having super big stats right now. He's got 1,100 yards passing, completing only 61% of his passes. I think his career average is like 67%. But he's got 7 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, not the best touchdown-interception ratio. But they are 3-1, so maybe he's playing winning football. Alright guys, let's simulate to the halfway point of the season and go from there. The 49ers are 5-3 midway through the season. They're in the thick of the playoff hunt. They're almost to their win total from 2020 with Nick Mullins, and I think Jimmy Garoppolo played like a couple games maybe. Kirk Cousins is obviously improving the team a little bit so far. We're going to take a look at his stats quick through the midway point, and then we're going to hop in this game versus the Green Bay Packers. Alright guys, as you can see, Kirk, he's throwing for 2,000 yards, so he's on pace for about 4,000 yards passing. And then he is completing 62% of his passes, and he's got a 14-9 touchdown interception ratio, which isn't great. As you can see, his longest pass of the year is 26 yards. As you can see, he's 6th in the NFL in passing yards, 13th in passing touchdowns, but I think he was 35th in passer rating. You know, they are 5-3, so they're having a pretty successful season, but I'm not quite sure that Kirk's play has been up to what Kyle Shanahan expected. Let's hop into the game for Green Bay Packers, and let's see Kirk Cousins in that uniform, and let's see how he plays. Alright guys, I'm not going to play this entire game. I just wanted to show you Kirk Cousins in a San Francisco 49ers uniform. Could it be a reality? Or is it only possible on Madden 21? Who knows? Time will tell. We're going to throw a couple passes here with Kirk. He's got a man over top there. That's Deebo Samuel, it looks like. That's a 28-yard gain, so he already eclipsed his longest pass of the year, which was 26 coming into this game. You know, I think there's a good possibility that Kirk Cousins will be on the Vikings at the start of the 2021 season, but, you know, it's fun to think about it and stuff like that. He's throwing it up to George Kittle, and he gets it in the end zone, in the back of the end zone there. Good throw by Kirk Cousins. George Kittle with the touchdown. San Francisco strikes right away against the 5-2 Packers. And this is a Thursday night football game here, so this is primetime football, and Kirk started out really well, so you can lay off, alright? Kirk Cousins starts this game 5-6 for 60 yards and a touchdown. So a good start here so far from Kirk. He's got some time and he gets crushed. We got a 3rd and 10 coming up here for Kirk Cousins in the San Francisco 49ers offense. Kirk Cousins using some mobility, and he's got a man open upfield, and it's Deebo Samuel. Oh my gosh, what a juke! And again, all the way up to the 31-yard line. You know, Kirk Cousins has been an above-average quarterback with the Minnesota Vikings, but everyone expected him to be that missing piece to the championship roster. You know, 2017 season, they make it to the NFC Championship with Case Keenum, and, you know, they just thought they needed to improve their quarterback position because Case Keenum played really poor versus the Eagles in that NFC Championship game. It hasn't been what they expected. 1 playoff win in 3 years. Hopefully, if he does stick with the Vikings in 2021, that they will have more success. He's got Bourne here open. They're inside the 10-yard line now. Cousins moving here again. That's a dime right there. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown to his wide receiver. Again, Kirk Cousins, good start to this game. We're going to jump to the fourth quarter just to see what kind of game it is at that point. Alright guys, we are jumping in here. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. We are in Green Bay territory. 31-28 ball game. Can Kirk Cousins have a fourth quarter game-winning drive here? He throws to his running back there, up to Mostert, and that's about a gain of 13 yards. Alright guys, clock stops, 2nd and 10. Minute 9 left in the fourth quarter. Kirk Cousins drops back. He's got Kittle open, and that is a dime over top. He beats Zadarius Smith, and that's a touchdown. That's the 2nd touchdown for George Kittle. The 4th one for Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is having a huge game versus Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Alright guys, nothing new. Kirk Cousins' defense letting him down. Kirk's put up 35 on primetime versus the Green Bay Packers. Just scored a touchdown with over a minute to go. Kirk Cousins would still get the blame for this loss guaranteed. Let's see if he can make a miracle happen. He's looking across the field, and that is picked off. And oh my goodness, that is a crusher. He tried to push the ball downfield, and that's going to be your ball game. Man, if that's not as real as it gets, that's Kirk Cousins' career there. He just plays a flawless game. His defense lets him down, and then he just makes that crushing interception at the end where he's just trying to push the ball downfield. And hey, that's the way it goes. He had a good game. They're 5-4. They still have an opportunity at the playoffs. Let's sim the rest of the way and see how they have fared. This can't be real. Alright, Kirk Cousins, everyone says he's a 500 quarterback. Well, the 49ers finished 8-8. So, yeah. San Francisco was 6-10 last year with Nick Mullins, 8-8 this year with Kirk Cousins. They improved a little bit, but not what Kyle Shanahan and Kirk Cousins expected. I can guarantee that. Let's go ahead and look at his stats real quick. Kirk threw for over 4,100 yards, pretty good. 65% completion percentage, pretty good. 30 touchdowns, which is good, and then 17 interceptions, which would be his career high for interceptions. His quarterback rating was only 94.2, so it was a solid year for Kirk. Nothing special, not what they expected in San Francisco when they made this trade for Kirk Cousins. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's an opportunity where Kirk Cousins could be traded elsewhere to maybe the 49ers, or do you think he's going to stay in Minnesota? If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that red subscribe button. Hit that bell for notifications. It means the world to me that you guys are watching these videos. We'll see you in the next one. God bless. Have a great day.